Welcome to Cryptic Mystic Vault, where we uncover hidden histories. Today we delve into the chilling story of the Salem Witch Trials of 1692. This was a time of fear and paranoia in the Puritan village of Salem, Massachusetts. The community was gripped by an unshakable belief that witchcraft was at play, corrupting their people and their faith. The 17th century was a period of strict religious observance. Puritan beliefs ruled day-to-day life in Salem and the broader New England region. The Puritans were deeply devoted to their religion, and any deviation from their strict moral code was seen as a threat to the community. In this fervent religious climate, the first whispers of witchcraft began to stir, setting off a chain of events that would forever mark Salem as a place of fear, injustice, and death. A tale of fear, hysteria, and injustice, the Salem Witch Trials remain a dark chapter in American history. The sinister saga began with two young girls, Betty Paris and Abigail Williams. These children of Salem, Massachusetts started to display inexplicable behavior. Convulsions, peculiar outbursts, and feverish hallucinations plagued their waking hours. This bizarre spectacle of affliction led to the first accusations of witchcraft, casting a dark shadow over the unsuspecting figures of Tituba, Sarah Good, and Sarah Osborne. Tituba, a slave of the Paris household, along with Sarah Good, a homeless beggar, and Sarah Osborne, a poor elderly woman, found themselves the first targets of these ominous claims. The girls' testimonies played a crucial role in this grim drama. Their stories, mixed with fear and superstition, painted vivid images of the devil's work in the minds of the Salem populace. Their accusations were not taken lightly. The community, deeply rooted in Puritan beliefs, was quick to accept these tales of witchcraft. Fear of the devil and his influence was a constant in their everyday life, and the girls' testimonies only served to confirm their worst fears. Their strange symptoms and accusations ignited a spark that would soon engulf the whole community. Fear spread like wildfire through Salem and its neighboring towns. The whispers of witchcraft, once confined to the corners of the village, grew into a deafening roar. The initial accusations against Tituba, Sarah Good, and Sarah Osborne were but the spark that ignited a blaze of paranoia and hysteria. As the fear escalated, so did the accusations, and the community found itself caught in a maelstrom of suspicion and dread. A special court was established to handle the proceedings, the Court of Oyer and Terminer. This court relied heavily on spectral evidence, testimony based on dreams and visions, a highly controversial practice even for the time. Prominent figures emerged in this chaos, adding fuel to the fire. Judge Samuel Sewell, one of the judges of the court, was a staunch believer in the witch trials, his rulings often swayed by the spectral evidence presented. Meanwhile, Cotton Mather, a well-respected minister, fervently supported the trials, his words adding weight to the growing panic. As the trials continued, the line between truth and hysteria became increasingly blurred. Accusations were thrown with reckless abandon, and the profound fear of the unknown drove the community to desperate measures. The witch trials were not just a Salem phenomenon, the panic had spread across the region. As quickly as it had begun, the hysteria ended, leaving a community shattered and families devastated. The Court of Oyer and Terminer, the very institution that had been the engine of this nightmare, was dissolved. Its dissolution marked the end of the trials, but the damage had been done. The community was left to grapple with the aftermath of a mass hysteria that had led to the execution of 20 innocent lives, with 5 more succumbing within the cold confines of their prison cells. The years that followed saw the slow, painstaking process of exoneration. These men and women, once accused and convicted of witchcraft, were finally recognized as innocent. But the exoneration was a bittersweet victory for those who had already lost their lives, and for their families who had to endure the pain of their loss. The impact on the community was profound. Trust had been shattered, families torn apart, and the very fabric of the society was left frayed. It was a time of reflection, a time of mourning, and a time of healing. The trials left a lasting scar on the community, a haunting reminder of a time when fear overcame reason. The echoes of the Salem witch trials still resonate today. The trials have carved a deep and enduring imprint on American history and culture, serving as a haunting allegory of the dangers of mass hysteria, religious extremism, and unchecked authority. Contemporary theories offer various explanations for the hysteria that gripped Salem, from ergot poisoning, a fungus on rye bread causing LSD-like effects, to social and economic tensions within the community. Yet, whatever the cause, it's the consequences that echo loudest. The trials have inspired countless works of literature, film, and theater, and continue to be a focus of study in education, offering a window into the early American psyche and the dark underbelly of Puritan society. The moral and historical lessons of the Salem Witch Trials are multifaceted. They remind us of the frailty of justice in the face of fear, the human tendency to scapegoat, and the tragic consequences of false accusations. Though centuries have passed, the Salem Witch Trials serve as a stark reminder of the dangers of mass hysteria and false accusations, a lesson from history that continues to hold relevance today.